Namaskar. Welcome to Chef Special, the latest vlog. Today I am going to talk about Yogi Adityanath and the mass hysteria induced by his appointment among liberals. When Yogi Adityanath became the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh after a historic win by the BJP, winning more than 300 seats in the UP Assembly, it was like the so-called self-professed liberals in the media, they didn't know what to do. First there was disbelief, then there was denial, then there was anger. All 5 stages of grief were adhered to by the liberals. And finally, there was this large-scale outrage. People started tweeting even before Yogi ji had taken control of the administration, saying that he is a fringe element who has become now mainstream, that BJP doesn't care about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, now they care only about the Vikas of the Hindus, so on and so forth. After that, once Yogi Adityanath took control of the administration, he started taking decisions with alacrity. And the decisions, some of the decisions were promised by the BJP in the election manifesto, like the closure of illegal butcher houses, slaughterhouses, and setting up anti-Romeo squads to stop girls in UP from being molested or from being troubled. If you see the reaction of these two measures taken by the UP government in the media, you will see that nothing else has been happening in the country except the closure of illegal butcher houses, slaughter houses in UP and the establishment of anti-Romeo squads. There were people like Prashant Bhushan who actually went on record comparing Lord Sri Krishna to a common street side Romeo. How pathetic is that? And if you talk about the closure of illegal slaughterhouses, first of all, it's the closure of illegal slaughterhouses. The slaughterhouses were not legal. They were not paying any taxes, they did not have any pollution control norms, they did not have any means to dispose of the waste from the slaughters, and National Green Tribunal has also suggested that illegal slaughterhouses should be closed because all that waste and all that matter, the bones, the blood, etc., it just goes untreated into the nearest water source, which is not good for the health of the common UP populace. In fact, slaughterhouses are categorized as some of the most polluting industries that are there in this country. But nobody wants to talk about that. Instead, media wants to focus only on some outlet called Tunde Kebab, which had to be closed down for 3 hours in Lucknow, but everybody in the media seem to think it's some kind of national calamity. One hotel, one restaurant closed for 3 hours amounts to a national emergency, according to some of our liberals. But are these the only decisions taken by Yogi Adityanath? Of course not. In the first 15 days, the Yogi administration has been taking some really radical decisions. First of all, they agreed to a farm loan waiver for more than 36,000 crores for the farmers. They also made sure that sugarcane farmers have to be compensated within the next 15 days. The roads in UP are really bad. In fact, there are more potholes than roads in rural UP. Yogi administration has said that before 15th of June, all the roads need to be repaired in UP. That's revolutionary. Cities like Meerut, Lucknow, Allahabad, Varanasi are going to get 24-hour power supply. Power was a huge problem in UP. Then bureaucracy is under a complete overhaul. All the SP appointees are getting their appointments scrutinized. People are told to come to work on time. They are supposed to work. They are not supposed to just idle around. They are not supposed to eat pan gutka on job. There are supposed to be CCTV cameras installed in government offices so that people should not, the ordinary people who visit government offices, they do not have to face corruption demands. People, the bureaucrats are supposed to come on work, they are supposed to do spot checks. In fact, the Yogi administration has said that if there is if anybody dies because of food shortage, then the district administration will be held accountable for that. All of these are revolutionary steps in a state which really didn't have any measure of governance before these elections have happened, which is basically why the people have defeated Samajwadi Party and they have elected in the BJP. But what the media is focusing, what the media wants to see, wants you to see, are just 2 decisions, that is the anti-Romeo Scots, which is also a very popular decision in UP, by the way. I have been talking to some of the girls who study in UP, and they have been telling me, they have been writing to me on Facebook, and they have been telling me that for the first time they actually feel safe, because they know that when they go to college and if somebody whistles or if somebody follows them, that there is a police court they can go to, which sort of makes them feel safe. It's a big thing. Similarly, the ministers in the UP government, in the Yogi Adityanath government, are not supposed to use red beacons, they are not supposed to use sirens, they are supposed to actually visit their constituencies and their departments and to make sure that the projects are basically undergoing the way they are supposed to undergo. All of these are measures that would ensure a better life for an ordinary citizen of UP. It does not matter who that citizen is, whether he is a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim, it does not matter. These are all basic governance matters which the Yogi Adityanath government is basically taking pains to make sure that it happens in UP. But if you would read the English media particularly, you would get a completely different lopsided opinion of what is happening in UP. It is time that the people of India knew what was really happening on ground, and they should be able to judge for themselves what is the efficacy of the administration and what is the efficacy of the changes that have been brought about by Yogi Adityanath government. Thank you.